Hello everyone, welcome to Dada's FoodCrave kitchen. In this video I'll be showing you how I make this Kren Kren mixed with spinach, as some may call this leaf Ayoyo leaf. This dish can be enjoyed with white rice or fufu. If you guys are interested in seeing how I make this Kren Kren soup mixed with spinach, please stay tuned. And without any further ado, let's get cooking. So here I have all my ingredients. I have my crayfish, my onions, my habanero pepper, my jumbo cube, and my OGIRI. I have a video how I make my own OGIRI if you guys are interested. And I also have more jumbo cube, some onions, and more habanero pepper. If you do not like jumbo in your dish, you can simply just use salt. I also have more pepper, guys. Now I have my raw fish, which is filet whitening fish. Then I have my smoked fish. I also have some shaki, which is some belleh. I also have my palm oil. Then I have some smoked turkey. And I have one bag of frozen spinach. And I have my cowfoot and my beef. Then I also have, I just wanted to show you this is how the Kren Kren looks like. It's a frozen Kren Kren, Ayoyo leaf. Some parts of the world, some other parts of the world, they call it, like the Moroccan people call it Molokhiya. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but yeah, the Moroccan people call it Molokhiya, and I believe the Nigerian people call it Ayoyo leaf, and we call it Kren Kren. So these are all the ingredients that I have to make my Kren Kren soup. You can use any meat you have, and you can also use any salt to taste. If you do not like jumbo maggi in your food, you don't necessarily have to add jumbo or maggi in your food, but I like to use jumbo in my food. I'm not telling anybody to add jumbo in their dish. Anything you want to add to make your food taste good, that's fine. So in a pot, I am going to slice up some onions and some habanero pepper. You guys know I swear by pressure cooker because it will cut your cooking time in half. If you always making any type of soup, you can put it in a pressure cooker. If you don't have pressure cooker, you could just keep boiling your meat until it's tender. So then I'm gonna add a little bit of water to cover the meat. Then I added a little bit of sprinkled adobo. Now I'm gonna mix it up a little bit and then cover it, let it pressure cook for at least 45 minutes. It doesn't take long at all. Now in a blender, I am going to blend my onions and my habanero pepper, which is my big pepper. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of crayfish. Crayfish is a smoked blended shrimp. And then I added my OGIRI and more jumbo. If you guys are interested in seeing how I make OGIRI, I have a video already. If you guys are interested, I'll put a link down below how to make OGIRI. how to make your own ogiri, guys. Yes, I make my own ogiri. So this is how all the blended ingredients look like. After 45 minutes, my meat is all pressured and it's looking good. It's tender and juicy, ready for me to cook my Kren Kren soup, my Ayoyo soup that I mix with spinach. Kren Kren soup can be also made just like that. You don't necessarily have to put spinach in it, but I like to add spinach in the Kren Kren soup to make it a little thicker. But you don't necessarily have to add spinach in your Kren Kren soup. You can just cook it just like that, just the Kren Kren or just the Ayoyo leaf if you can find Ayoyo leaf. Now that my meat is all pressured, this is how it looks like. It's all nice and tender and all juicy. So I'm gonna transfer it in a pot where I'm gonna start to cook my soup. And of course, I am not going to throw that broth away. This broth will add a lot of flavor into my soup. Now I'm gonna add all my blended ingredients, my ogiri, my pepper, my jimbo, my crayfish, and my onions in the pot and let it boil for a little bit, let it cook. And I'm gonna add a little bit of water into the pot. Then I'm gonna add my shaki, which is the cow belleh. I'm gonna add that in there. Then I'm gonna add my smoked turkey. The reason why I did not want to put the smoked turkey in the pressure cooker with my meat and my cowfoot, because the smoked turkey, obviously it's already smoked, it's already cooked. So I don't want it to mash up in the pressure cooker. And also I don't like my shaki to be too soft. Sometimes it almost seems like it's melted in the food. Now I'm gonna add my palm oil. For those who don't know what palm oil is, it's a red palm oil that we all usually cook to cook our okra soup and our palm oil stew, chudutir. You can find this oil at any local grocery African international store. They have them. You just go in there and say, I need some palm oil, or if you guys are interested where I get my palm oil, inbox me and I will let you guys know where I get my palm oil. So now that I add my palm oil, I cover the pot and let it boil for a little bit. And now I'm checking on it to make sure everything is going as planned. Now what I'm gonna do is I am going to add my fish, my whitening fillet fish. As you can see, I'm only putting the fish right on top of the pot. I'm not making it go all the way inside because I just want the fish to cook a little bit, because after all I'm gonna take it out because it's too soon for me to put the fish. I just want the fish to cook. Then I'm gonna take it out because I don't want it to break. Now this is how the Ayoyo leaf look like. Like I said, the Moroccan people call it Molokhiya. We call it Kren Kren. So there's different names for it. Kren Kren, Ayoyo leaf, and Molokhiya. So this is how it looks like. So I put like 2 packs of the Molokhiya frozen Kren Kren in the pot. Depending on how much soup you are making, you could make up to 3 and 1 bag of spinach. Now I am going to add my frozen spinach. You want to make sure you squeeze all that water out. At first, when I took the spinach out of the bag, I rinsed it out first. Now I'm going to squeeze all the water off from the spinach because I don't want any more extra water into my soup. So you're going to squeeze it like so and add it into the pot. And again, I repeat, anytime you're watching my video and I'm using jimbo in my food, please, you do not have to use jimbo or maggi in your food. just simply use salt. I like to use Maggi in my food. I like to use Jimbo. I know it's not that great for, you know, for the health or whatever. People think it's not, but I mean, that's your choice. If you don't like Maggi or Jimbo into your soup, you don't necessarily, you can add any flavor season you want to add in your soup. That's fine. If you just want to cook simply with salt, that's fine. Just use whatever you have to make your food taste good. And if you don't like too much pepper, you don't have to add pepper into your food. As long as you follow the recipe step by step when it comes to flavoring and the taste, how you want your food, you could just go ahead and do so. So now after a couple of minutes, I checked on my Kren Kren soup, and this is how it looks like. I took the fish out, like I said. Now it's time for me to put the fish back in the pot. My smoked fish, my smoked kuta fish, and my whitening fillet fish. Now it's time for me to put it in the pot, and I'm just gonna stir it gently because I do not want all the fish to break into the soup. Now I'm gonna add my big pepper. This is just to float on the top so that I can squeeze it on the side. And like I said, this dish, you can enjoy it with your delicious gari fufu or your pounded yam, or you can eat it with rice. And you want to make sure you keep checking your soup so that it's not sticking on the bottom of the pot. Keep checking on it, and once it's getting ready, you will see most of the oil will float on top. And voila, this is how my Kren Kren soup looks like. It doesn't take much time to cook. Once you pressure cook your meat, you'll be good to go. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new to my channel and this is the first time, please hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell because it's very important. It will let you know that I upload a new video. And I want to thank all my returning subscribers and all my new subscribers for all their constant love and support. And this is how I'm gonna dish out the food. I'm gonna dish it out in a bowl. It looks so pretty. It looks so yummy, guys. I hope you guys will try this recipe. It's not hard to make at all. It's so delicious. And I believe if you cannot find Ayoyo leaf, the Ayoyo leaf is almost like it has that texture of a okra. It's a little slimy. But if you don't have Ayoyo leaf, I believe you can, I don't know how to explain it, I believe you can use spinach and blend some okra with it, but I'm not sure if it's gonna come out the same. You have to have this Ayoyo leaf, this Kren Kren leaf, in order to cook your Kren Kren soup. So this is my plate that I'm gonna be eating because I was hungry that day. I did not eat that whole day and I could not wait to dig in. So as you can see how fast I was going, although I'm fast forwarding this part, but I was so hungry. I was afraid I was gonna choke. I was so hungry, guys. And if you hear my son in the background singing, don't mind him. He was the one just singing when I was in the kitchen eating my food. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you guys have any question, if you guys have any recipe that you want me to try, let me know. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye. Ta-ta. See you soon.